Hello, everyone. It's been quite a while since I've done a video where I just talk. Um, how are you? I hope all of you are well. This video is going to be a little bit different than my tarot videos. Just a little disclaimer, this does not mean that I'm getting rid of doing tarot on my channel, but I would like to go ahead and introduce to you guys a new series of videos that I'm going to be doing here on my channel about creation. So let me just get into it. I want to go straight to the source of it all, so to speak, what I'm trying to create here, what it is that I'm doing. So first off, some time ago, some of you guys who may have paid attention to my community tab on my channel saw that I posted I was taking part in Interdimensional meditation group by Thunder Wizard. I'm going to put down below in the description box those videos, a link to those videos, which are meditations which have been hosted by Thunder Wizard, Mahadeva Michael, over on his YouTube channel. And I decided to join up with the group and talk about experiences that I had been going through in this group. I met some very interesting people in there and Mahadeva as well. And the ability to talk with other people about the experiences within this space has been absolutely incredible. Now, those who have been following my channel for a long time know that I mostly talk about tarot, mostly do tarot readings, and I have had some spiritual conversations and talked with you guys about things on my channel related to spirituality. Okay? This video is going to be very different. This is actually a call out to anyone that is a creator, a co-creator, a manifester, a shaman, a mystic, a healer, a light worker, a starseed. It does not matter. Anybody out there who feels that they have a calling there somewhere in their life. You can be an alchemist. You can be all these things. Labels don't matter at the end of the day. But I was called to talk more about my experiences, which started in 2016. Those that do know me, I had an abrupt awakening in 2016 where everything broke down in my reality, including the veil. And I basically was initiated by the universe itself, by source itself, over a 3-year period where I was struggling with a Kundalini rising. And let's just say my reality completely breaking down around me, and I had to learn about my divinity. Now, for most people, when they decide to take a path of spirituality or they get into the occult, into occult knowledge and information, which is something I didn't do until later, it's usually a choice that they make, or they wake up to reality, or they have an awakening, an activation is what I would like to call it. In my case, I was a complete non-believer. I was pretty much an atheist. I had slight interests over the years in supernatural information, but I was never into the occult. It was not something that I that I really found myself diving into. I always knew there was more based on my past and abilities that I had, but I grew up in a very horrible way. Okay. But that is the past. That is the past. Maybe I'll talk more about it at some point. It's just, that's not what this video is about. So, this video is not only an introduction, but it is just a small snippet of a new series I'm creating here. And what this is going to be about is creating your own inner universe, creating your own space to be able to access buildings, your own spirit tech, being able to go to places that you create in your mind and access manifestation abilities, being able to create your own little haven, okay? And to help you uncover your divinity as a soul. And this is to help you and everyone else here on this planet with the creation of the reality that we have unfolding right now. We have had a huge shift experience that has been happening on a multi level, okay, consciousness level and soul level that has been happening for years now. But right now, it is culminating to something quite large, okay, very, very big. I won't get into the details. You guys can, go to Thunder Wizard's channel. He is talking about it every time he posts a video, and he's doing these meditations. Anyone can join. They're live, okay? Now, doubling back, what I wanted to say was in 2016, I actually shot up to the galactic spiral during the process. I had visits from beings that were doing energetic work on me, and I was scared out of my mind. I did not know what was actually happening to me. I didn't know that I had all these psychic abilities, which I'll talk about in another video. And I was getting visions, and my third eye became activated. I went through a whole process that started from me being completely unconscious and stuck in almost borderline personality disorder because of traumas in my past that I worked through from 2016 until onward, up until now. Even now, I'm still addressing stuff, right? There's always something. But the beauty of what I am going to be teaching people here on my channel, including you, if you're interested, is how to actually build your own imaginative space in the ethers, or whatever dimension you want to call it, whatever reality you want to call it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need a label, because we're talking about co-creation. We're talking about expansion of, let's just call it a metaverse, okay? And you are creating your own metaverse. This is something I started doing in 2017, all right? I had no idea what I was doing. I have my own spiritual temple. I have my own space that I go to if I'm in meditation, or just teleport to when I want to do work. I have spirit tech in there. I've got pools and stuff, because here is the reason why. Imagination is the highest form of communication with Source Creator. We've just been taught to believe that imagination, having that is a fairy tale. It's kids do that. But the truth is, power from source, from consciousness, is in creation. And that creation is more powerful than any of us have realized. And right now, we're at a pivotal point, a turning point for all of us to come to a realization that together we're better. Together, we can actually create what we want this reality to be like. And ultimately, it really doesn't matter, because you yourself, what the creation matters, the creation matters, but ultimately it doesn't matter whether it is your small cosmos that you're creating, or it is the whole, because you are the causal point. You are the causal point for creation. You are constantly manifesting all the time. If you guys have not heard of Nero here on YouTube, Nero Knowledge, I would like you guys to go check him out. I'm also going to put his link down below, and I will link him in the community tab here on YouTube. He explains the actual, in the most precise and non-bullshit way of manifesting. He explains how reality works, how your reality is unfolding, how to control your reality, how to create your reality, and he does it in its classic. I have never seen anyone who actually has had a better understanding than this guy. Okay? And anyway, back to what I was talking about. So essentially what I'm going to be doing over the next coming weeks, you guys are going to see series of videos coming out where I'm going to be talking about how I cultivated my own space. Okay, you can call it fifth dimension if that's what you prefer, but I have cultivated a space where my soul, okay, the eternal representation of myself constantly goes to, either in meditation or in dream state, okay? And anyone can do this. Anyone. Now, star seeds, okay, star seeds may feel especially drawn to this. I hate the idea of labels. You guys know how I am. But there are a ton of people who are being woken up right now and are being called to this work. And I'm fascinated. I am absolutely just overjoyed because there is a need for this right now. Okay? We really, really need this. So if you are interested, pay attention to the next few videos that I'm going to release here on my channel. It is going to be so much fun. I think you guys are really going to like it. And by utilizing these tools and these techniques that I'm going to give you guys, they're not going to be like all these manifesting, spiritual gurus or people who are out there telling you, well, you've got to do this and to want this. No, I'm going to teach you in the most natural way how you can use your imagination as an artist, a musician, anyone. You don't even have to know how to meditate, because right now, imagination energy, creative energy, is at an all-time high. The sun is powering this change right now that we're having on earth in our DNA to give us the ability to understand our own power as co-creators. Because ultimately you and me and those around you are all creating your reality as it unfolds before you. Now, I don't want to get too much into a lecture about how that works. I will talk about it. And don't worry, like I said, my tarot readings aren't going anywhere, but you may see a slight change in the theme of how I actually unfold my tarot readings here on my channel. I want to give people more options, okay, to be able to understand that tarot is not about teaching you about staying stuck in one reality. Tarot has a very deep esoteric and occult secret, and that is how to create your reality by using the cards as a conscious tool to show you what choices you can make to get the reality desired effect that you want. Because tarot should not be about showing you the negatives and then you just hoping something works out. Tarot is, and any divination tool is meant to show you where you're at in your current reality creation and what it is you have created. Okay? So, all of us, again, this is a call to all mystics, all shamans, artists, anybody who has even an inkling of creative ability within them, to be able to learn how to cultivate a space that is in your imagination, where you can access your soul, access your divinity, and be able to even engage in healing, spiritual warfare, and manifestation of this third dimension by having a cultivated space where you imagine all of the things that you want to see here. Because here in this reality, you have to kind of see it, and a lot of people have been using this term lately, you have to kind of see it as a video game. This reality, you are in an avatar body. When you are born, that avatar comes through the portal of the womb. Okay, through the women's womb is a portal, and we are gestated there. And we are born under certain astrological blueprints, and those blueprints, at least in the Western astrology, from what I've learned in my studies, dictates the avatar. But I'm coming to an interesting sort of studies about Vedic astrology and how this is more correlated to your soul, the divinity, a spiritual type of astrology, which will help you to unlock your abilities as a soul, your powers outside of this system, this game server, so to speak, that we are on. So what does this mean? I know some of you are probably going, what the heck is she talking about? She's been gone forever. Yes, I have, but I'm still doing my tarot readings. Some of you guys have seen them. I have been gone because I have been not only busy in my life, but coming to a deeper realization of how this reality actually works and putting it to the test, experiencing it. And I wouldn't tell you any of this if I hadn't actually tried it myself. I've manifested things, a new car, money, stuff for my home, pets, all these different things, friends, lovers. These are things that I have created with my subconscious and my consciousness, okay? Being able to access deeper parts of myself in the mind, because everything is mental. People that I take the time to mentor, I always link them the book called The Kabbalion. The great Hermeticists, the first law is everything is mental, because they knew that the mind was the supercomputer powering the projection of the screen in front of you, of what it is that your reality is in front of you and how it is unfolding. So what would you say if I told you that you control the movie? You are the one that controls the game. You are the creator of how it unfolds. You can do this. So what this space cultivation that I'm talking about is, we're going to start very small. We're going to start small with teaching you how to access something very small that you will utilize in your day-to-day life. So say, for example, you would close your eyes, and I would like you to imagine in front of you a box. And this box, you're going to start filling it with things that you like. And it can be anything that you imagine. It could be a size that you imagine. It doesn't matter how large it is, how small it is, but you have to have the conviction that outside of this reality, you are accessing this box with a higher divinity version of yourself. And it doesn't even matter what you look like. You could look like anything. You could be anything. Okay? This is imagination. This is using the tool of imagination. All right? It's really cool stuff. You guys are going to absolutely love this, because I have cultivated an entire area where I have an asteroid that I used to always see in dream time, where I was visited throughout my life. More than one time I would dream of this place by the god Tarhunt. Okay. And then right before my awakening in 2016, I saw him. He spoke to me psychically after I came out of a cave on this asteroid, which is in some galaxy somewhere. I don't know. Either I made that up in my mind or it's true. And he said, it's time to come home. That's when I woke up. That very same week is when my awakening started, when my initiation started. Guys, I went through a full shamanic initiation. Full. It was crazy. Anyway. So, I'm going to be releasing, like I said, a series of videos, and we're going to start really small. Some of them will be meditation, some of them will just be me talking, and some is going to include tarot, and actually something very big about this. This will help you to master your manifesting abilities. It will not only will it help you to master them, you will become stronger as a creator. of whatever it is you do in your daily life. If you play guitar, if you paint, you will have two places to utilize your imagination. And that is here, because you guys know that I'm an artist, okay? But I also play guitar. I do all kinds of creative stuff. I write, okay? When I started cultivating a space for my soul to be able to go to and visit, everything started making sense. I started seeing so much more unfold in my reality that taught me how much control I actually have of my reality. And I don't mean it in a like control freak way. Okay, guys, I don't mean that I'm controlling everybody around me 24/7. Okay. But the thing is, you can do that because you are the perceiver. You are the one who sees everything. You are the one who enjoys everything you see. You are the one that is drawing these experiences on your own. You are projecting out what you see. All of this around you, all of this around me that I have is based on my creations. It's based on what I perceive everything to be, including the people in my life. So if you struggle with a negative attitude, if you struggle with feeling like, everything in this world is the same, nothing changes, it's always the same, then these series of videos are going to be something to pay attention to. You're going to absolutely love them. I'm also doing these for the Interdimensional Meditation group because when I told them that I've been engaging in multi-dimensional and universal spiritual warfare on a regular basis, I also learned that people in that group, some of them, including Mahadeva himself, who just came out with a video talking about it, has also cultivated a space. It wasn't just me. And it really helped because it made me feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. And I am a master manifester, guys. I am. So, I could teach you this. You can use this. You can use what I'm talking about to become closer to your soul purpose as well, and to learn to understand higher levels of consciousness, which I will be talking more about here. And you can even use the tools I'm bringing to you here to do magic on multiple levels. Okay? Because ultimately, the altar right now is you. This is changing. The need for sacrifice in the 3D, the need to sacrifice and create energy exchanges here in the third dimension is changing. People are actually coming to an understanding now that their higher self, their consciousness is one with source itself, and they are the creators of their reality. So sacrificing all the time to the external, it's changing. Even the game is changing. Spiritual warfare is changing how it works, and right now it's changing how it works on a multidimensional level. So I will even teach you how to create spirit tech, how to use spirit tech on your own, and how to access energy portals, how to utilize your own temple and create your own temple in a multidimensional way. And you can have anything. You can live anywhere there. You can create anything there, anything that you want. Because fear is the mind killer, guys. Fear will stop you, and telling yourself, "No, I'm just a kid," or "That's just the kid thing." Sorry, that's just for kids. Imagination is for kids. No, using the heart as your guide and the mind that is you may actually find that the more you imagine things and you create things and you make the space, you guys might your mind, you'll be able to get it more under control, because fear is what stops people. Fear is what stops people from actually making a space like this. And I've taught a couple of other people how to do this in the past, and they have become, some of them have even surpassed me. Okay, some of them have surpassed me when it comes to creating reality. And the interesting thing is this: the more you create a space like this, and you do stuff with your soul, you do stuff with the higher version of yourself, the divine God version of yourself in these spaces, you will see a trickle down. I guess that's the best way I call it, to that changing your reality here. But it takes something, it doesn't take belief or ideas. It takes actual conviction and what it is that you're creating, that it is happening. You see, the whole disbelief thing, which comes along often with people who are doing manifestations. The whole disbelief idea is something that I will actually help you to work through as well, because I worked through that myself. And anything you see me talk about here, it's because I've experienced it and I've tested it, or I've done it, and I've been through the ringer of various different types of manifesting techniques. But the truth is, you are always manifesting 24/7. The day you are born, you are manifesting your reality in front of you. We've just kind of made it harder for people to realize that. And the reason why is because most people are not empowered. They're not in their power. Okay, and they don't understand their emotions, which we'll try to get that under control, or help you to understand how to use your emotions as a power. Okay, your emotions are a powerful manifester. They're a part of the experience. The more that you just use the mind and you're not using the heart and your emotions, the harder it is to actually create the parameters that you would like to have your reality to look like. Okay. So I'm also on a journey here of physical mastery. This is something that I've been doing, and using my space to communicate with aspects and the gods themselves and source itself, becoming one with it. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Anyway, so the next video that I'm going to be coming out with is going to be about actually how to get started, how to start actually creating that. You can open these spaces up to other people, but I would not suggest it until you actually have a vision in your mind of what it looks like to you, like how you actually feel it to be real to you. And you're not just sitting there going, this is so silly. What the heck am I doing? Before you open up a sacred space of your own that you have created, in the ethers or whatever dimension you want to call it, okay? Your own safety is paramount, because this will help you to create mastery over your soul journey as well. It's kind of strange that a lot of people, I don't really see them talk about this. Some occult circles, I have seen people talk about this, interdimensional warfare and things like that, utilizing these spaces. But really, it's not all just about the warfare. It is about creation. It is about creating this reality, because we live in a time right now where everybody is scared. There is a lot happening, and people are trying to understand why things are crumbling the way they are. And now is the time to step into that power that you actually have, even by waking yourself up. Okay, waking up. All right. So that's what I wanted to say to you guys. So keep paying attention. I'm going to try to get hopefully 1 or 2 a week of these videos out to you guys. And I will be able to hopefully lead meditations. And if I don't do meditations, I'll just come on and release an audio or something like that. I also have in the works something called the Cosmic Mailroom, which is a podcast I am going to be releasing as soon as I have a studio set up. Okay. I have so much going on in my life right now that is just absolutely insane. And I haven't even had time to do this. So to set up a studio for myself. So just a reminder, guys, quick bullet points. Go check out the Interdimensional Meditations by Thunder Wizard over on his channel. You'll see that down below. Anybody can join. He does them twice a week. And then the Interdimensional group, which I am also a part of. So if that's something you find you are interested in after you do the meditations and you start experiencing your own little microcosm beings visiting you, okay? Um, you know, I do attend that group. Okay. I do attend that group with, I think it's about 10 others. So, if you feel called to start changing reality, to start actually creating with a group, to have a co-created group where we are all talking about the things we're creating in our I guess you can call it a consensus is the best I would call it, but really it's everybody talking about it and going, wow, I experienced that as well in the meditation. I saw this, and there's a lot of psychic stuff going on, and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. So you can find that down below, and pay attention. I'm still going to be doing tarot videos here and there, and my tarot services are still open to you. However, I'm going to be rolling out on my platform, which I'm working on my website right now. I'm going to be rolling out on my platform courses, and also how to work more privately with me. I'm either going to be doing a Discord, or I'm going to be opening up a WhatsApp group so that people can work closely with me on learning how to do this and how to actually create their reality and become a master creator and a master manifester of what it is that you would like to see for yourself. All right, that's what I have for you guys. So take it easy, and all the information is down below. Go check that stuff out, and stay tuned for my Creators Awaken, okay, series. That's what I'm doing here on my channel right now. I love you all, and stay safe.